Hello and welcome to this edition of FYI Weekly, your official source for City of Greensboro news and information. Honda Aircraft Company, a global leader in the aviation industry, is proud to announce a significant expansion of its Greensboro operations. With a groundbreaking investment of nearly $56 million, Honda Aircraft is set to create 280 high-skilled jobs. With this investment, the company will produce the new light jet. Greensboro Mayor Nancy Vaughn said the city is very pleased Honda Aircraft will further invest its operations at Piedmont Triad International Airport. The company's continued investment in our community makes a strong statement regarding Greensboro's robust business climate. We take pride in the high-salary jobs coming online and the exceptional products Honda Aircraft manufactures right here in Greensboro. HondaJet uses cutting-edge technology to meet a variety of needs, from those of small business owners and entrepreneurs to medevac and special missions. With aircraft that are fast, comfortable, and fuel-efficient, Honda is extending the benefits of private aviation to a wider audience. Honda Aircraft Company brings a new standard to business aviation through environmental stewardship and social responsibility. The company developed new aviation technologies to ensure their aircraft achieve higher fuel efficiency through better aerodynamic performance. These innovations are only made possible through the collaboration of its international team of associates who represent more than 20 different countries. The Office of Community Safety wants the community to take the city's GSO Peace on Purpose pledge. The Violence Prevention Team aims to collect 10,000 signed pledge cards by September 23rd to demonstrate citywide unity in reducing violent crime. The key objective of Peace on Purpose is to ask residents to remain on purpose in the pursuit to reduce violence. Complete and submit a pledge card, which is available online. When you submit the online form, a thank you message will include a link to your completed pledge. Download the thank you note, post it on social media, and display it in your workspace or in your home. The online pledge has social media links to share directly on your social media platforms, showing others you took the pledge. Feel free to share the link to the online form so others can take the pledge as well. The GSO Peace on Purpose initiative kicked off on June 2nd at Barber Park. Guilford Works is hosting Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion in the Workplace, Building Your Culture of Belonging. This summit for employers will take place from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Thursday, July 27th at the GTCC Cameron campus. The workshop covers the importance of having a sound DEI program, reducing absenteeism and turnover, and utilizing DEI to increase employee engagement and productivity. During the event, participants will gain valuable insight into the best diversity, equity, inclusion practices. Presenters will include industry experts on DEI in the workplace. Attendees will learn about available resources to maintain DEI practices. Held in partnership with Triad Goodwill and NC Works, the summit will feature speakers and panelists from the City of Greensboro, High Point University, Biscuitville, Pinnacle Financial Partners, and North Carolina for Community and Justice. The GTCC Cameron campus is located at 7908 Lee Burn Road in Colfax. For more event information and to register, visit guilfordworks.org. Cone Health has partnered with the city to share a series of brief and informative videos designed to inspire you to make better choices when it comes to healthy living. Following these tips is an easy way for each of us to improve our quality of life. Let's take a moment to check out today's news for your health.
For most people, occasional lapses in memory are a normal part of the aging process, but sometimes not. As we get older, there are some normal memory errors that we make that are age-related. For example, misplacing your keys, having trouble finding a word while you're talking, even forgetting an appointment. That's not cause for concern. What I see is that when people make these errors much more frequently and they begin to disrupt their lifestyle, then we start to worry that there may be a dementia coming. Now, a lot of people ask me, how can I maintain the memory I have or the thinking skills I have? Sometimes when we forget, it's not that we're forgetting information, but we're not actually absorbing it. So if you're having visual problems or hearing problems, or you've been diagnosed with those and you're supposed to wear glasses or hearing aids, please do wear those and get those kinds of things checked out. Secondly, sleep. Sleep is very, very important for memory. And we find that people who have inadequate sleep or disorders of sleep will have problems with staying alert and also problems with memory during the daytime. Drinking too much alcohol, use of drugs, and smoking. I would recommend stopping smoking because when you're smoking, you're actually taking oxygen out of the brain, and it can actually worsen your health in other ways. Stay intellectually engaged. Doing crossword puzzles or word searches, that's fine, but what research shows us is that when you're doing those activities and it's a social context where you're doing it with other people, it can be much, much more effective to keep you mentally sharp. So, get involved in book clubs, go to dance classes, things like that can be very helpful. Another important thing is exercise, and people don't always realize that exercise is important to brain health. 30 minutes a day, if you can, of aerobic activity can be very, very effective in promoting the health of your brain because you're pumping blood through your brain. Managing stress and depression, that's an important one. I think that a lot of folks who are having memory problems, what we find out is that they're having very stressful lifestyles or they're actually depressed. Many of my patients ask me what they can do in terms of aids to use to improve their memory. First, you can definitely write things down. That's probably the easiest thing to do, either in a cell phone or on a pad of paper. Using a calendar that's in a central location in your home to kind of mark down appointments and important information can be very helpful. Asking people to repeat what they say to you back, even if you think you've heard it, and then rehearsing what you hear back in your own mind can be very helpful in strengthening the memory trace that you get. Another memory aid would be using alarms. So if you have to do something at a certain time to program your watch or your cell phone to give you an alarm to remind you to do something. If you worry that you're having memory problems or you're worried about a loved one having memory problems, I think the first thing to do is consult with your personal care physician. There are many medical conditions that could cause memory loss. Medical conditions such as thyroid disease, vitamin deficiencies. There can even be side effects of medications that can cause memory loss. So you want your physician to be able to review those with you and make sure that that's going fine. Thanks for joining me. I hope this information has been helpful. For more information about memory and wellness, please visit conehealth.com/wellness. I'm Dr. Michael Zelson.
The residency at the Hyers highlights a native Greensboro blues musician, and a prominent wall in City Hall is adorned with artwork commissioned by the Downtown Arts Program. We'll have those stories and more news coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. You may have noticed construction work is impacting one southbound lane and the turn lane of North Eugene Street between Belmead Street and West Friendly Avenue. As a result, the lanes will remain closed during construction. Also affected are the two westbound lanes of Friendly Avenue between Commerce Place and North Edgeworth Street. Work is expected to be completed and the lanes will reopen by mid-September. Until then, motorists should use alternate routes or else expect delays in the vicinity of the construction zone. Work schedules are dependent on weather conditions and the availability of materials and equipment. For more information about lane and road closures and to subscribe to receive email notifications about upcoming road work on city streets, visit the city's website. Creative Greensboro will host soliloquies, stories of underground legends, curated by local artist Terrence Walker as part of its residency at the Hyers program. Workshops and performances will be hosted today through August 13th at the Stephen D. Hyers Theater in the Greensboro Cultural Center. Soliloquies is an interactive exhibit combining visual art with performance art to share stories of legendary or historic figures in various communities. This version of Soliloquies highlights Greensboro native Logie Meacham, a blues musician and storyteller. The highlights include some of Meacham's greatest performances, panel discussions featuring his friends and family, and the premiere of a short documentary in the residency's final week. The residency schedule is as follows. July 29th, panel discussion and public workshop from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. August 8th and August 9th, public workshops from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. August 12th, live music, poetry, and documentary screening from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Tickets are available and can be reserved online. The Greensboro Cultural Center is located at 200 North Davie Street. To purchase tickets for Soliloquies, Stories of Underground Legends, visit the city's website. Local artist Bevelyn Afor Yucca was chosen to create original artwork for the second annual Downtown Arts Special Commission Art for City Hall. A 10 by 20 foot vinyl reproduction of Yucca's original artwork was recently installed in the Melvin Municipal Office Building. It will be displayed through early next year. The vinyl piece hangs on the council chamber wall visible from the plaza entrance to the building. Titled Our Collective Table, the original artwork is a mixed media piece representing Yucca's artistic reflection on the theme of Greensboro in 2022. The original work hangs in the Creative Greensboro office suite in the Greensboro Cultural Center and will become part of the city's permanent artwork collection. In her artist statement, Yucca explained, "When I visited Country Park, I was struck by the diversity of people I saw there. This artwork is inspired by and honors the public gathering space in Greensboro, allowing people from many different walks of life to come together to connect with nature, history, and each other." A committee comprised of members from the Cultural Affairs Commission and the city's Communications and Marketing Department chose Yucca from among 21 applicants to create the special commission. Earlier this year, Creative Greensboro's Downtown Arts program selected artwork from 10 local artists for display on the electronic kiosk located throughout downtown Greensboro. One local nonprofit is investing in the future success of elementary and middle school students in Guilford County. Coming up after the break, find out how Shift Ed is making strides. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. Shift Ed has earned the stellar reputation for preparing Guilford County school graduates for college and career, in addition to awarding them with scholarships. Joining me now to explain how younger students are benefiting is Chris Huntley. He is the manager of primary programs for Shift Ed. Hello, Chris. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Carla. Thank you for having me.
Oh, glad to have you. So tell us about Shift Ed and the work you're doing for students on the elementary school level.
So for the elementary school level, we are doing our tutoring and helps program. I myself are directly involved with our career exposure with our middle schools students, but we cross over and we're kind of starting to get into our elementary fifth grade slowly but surely.
Fantastic. So initially when Shift Ed came on board, everyone thought it was just for the high school kids, so it's nice to see that you've expounded. But middle school is also in your wheelhouse, so tell us, what are you rolling out this fall for the middle schoolers?
This fall we're doing our third year of U Science, which is our aptitude assessments, and this gives the students a chance to really engage in their normal, just God-given talents. You know, we see students all the time who get a chance to really use their hands, their mind, and creativity. And this gives them a chance to see why they're good at what they do. And hopefully they can find careers that not only they're good at, but they love.
Oh, fantastic. And middle school is that really critical point when you want to figure out where you want to go as a grown-up career-wise. So we're glad to see that program coming on board. And last summer, some of your students previewed the creative work that's happening on the bus. Tell us about that.
Very excited about the bus. The Mobile Innovation Lab is a bus that we had outfitted to really get a chance to go to meet students where they are. You know, we hear a lot of times students can't get to certain opportunities, so we're trying to solve that problem and take the opportunity to them. Learning STEM work. Last year, the students, got a chance to use CAD, 3D design, printing, you name it. And so it was a really fun way for them to use their artistic abilities as well as see how things are really done in business.
When they're on site and on the bus, what kind of reaction are you getting?
They have no idea that this was there and these things exist for them. It really gives the students a chance to see that if I just go outside my four walls that I'm used to, it's a whole new world out there.
Fantastic. So when and where can the community see the bus?
Well, I've been driving quite a bit this summer, so you've probably seen me all through between Guilford County, Greensboro, and High Point. We've been at D-Up this year again doing our pilot with our mechatronics, or electronics, if you will, and circuitry program. We're actually going to be at several selected middle schools this year, so more to come with that as we get to the school year this year.
Okay, I'm going to give you a new title, bus driver and manager for primary programs. Now, with all that you've just shared for elementary, middle school, and of course our high school students are still in the mix, how can viewers learn more about Shift Ed?
Just go to www.shift-ed.org, and all of our programs are listed there on our website. Our contacts are there, so if there's anything we can do for you or your students, please let us know.
Well, we will certainly do that. Thank you, Chris, for stopping by to share all the great things that are coming and all the resources for younger students. Do come back and let us know other opportunities throughout the school year.
Will do. My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. Stay tuned for some interesting and useful information about Greensboro as we tell you something about the city. That's coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. One way to stay informed about decisions that impact you and our city is by attending or tuning in to City Council meetings at 5:30 p.m. on the first and third Tuesday of the month. The fourth Tuesday is reserved for a meeting as needed. The City Council has resumed meeting in the Katie Dorset Council Chamber on Level 2 of the Melvin Municipal Office Building located at 300 West Washington Street. The public is allowed in person, but only in a limited capacity. Those who choose not to be in the building can participate virtually. The Greensboro City Council meetings are broadcast right here on GTN. The meetings are also streamed live on the city's website and on Roku. To review the council meeting schedule and agendas, please visit the city's website. Here's an opportunity to learn a little something about the city. In Guilford County, Black infants accounted for 60% of the 45 infants who died within their first year of life in 2020, revealing significant racial disparities. Guilford County's infant mortality rate is nearly 10% higher than the state average and 34% higher than the national average. To address these alarming statistics, the organization Ready for School, Ready for Life has awarded Every Baby Guilford nearly $38,000 to establish a county-wide doula program. The grant will enable Every Baby Guilford to provide trained doula care to expectant parents by hiring a doula coordinator who will contract with 5 doulas who are trained and certified. Together, they will provide prenatal, birthing, and postpartum support to 60 expectant families. The goal of Every Baby Guilford is to reduce infant mortality disparities by 50% within the next 3 years. Additionally, the doulas will collaborate with the YWCAs in Greensboro and High Point to offer support to pregnant individuals of color participating in home visiting programs. For more information, visit getreadyguilford.org. Coming up after the break, we'll showcase our department spotlight, but first, prepare to mark your calendars for the places to go and things to do on the town.
I'm Dave, and here are some of the special events happening this weekend on the town. The Greensboro Public Library hosts Storytime in LeBauer Park most Thursday mornings, now through October 12th. Take your young children to the Price Bryan stage, where library staff build pre-literacy skills through engaging short stories and sing-alongs. Find out more about this free program online at library.greensboro-nc.gov. The Greensboro History Museum and Downtown Parks host a Little Lions Saturday on July 29th on the south lawn of LeBauer Park. Families with pre- and elementary school-aged children will enjoy fun activities discovering Greensboro's history. Learn more at greensborohistory.org. The Music for a Sunday Evening in the Park concert series visits Shelter Number 7 in Country Park on July 30th. Enjoy the bluegrass sounds of New Blue and concessions from Kibby's Crazy Casserole and Boho Berries. Admission is free, but donations are accepted. Find the full MUSEP schedule on the city's website at greensboro-nc.gov. The multi-platinum selling global superstar band The Chicks brings its global tour to the Greensboro Coliseum July 30th. The 13-time Grammy Award-winning group has sold more than 30 million albums and is joined for this show by the emerging Canadian folk band Wild Rivers. Tickets start at $38.50 and may be bought at the box office or online at GreensboroColiseum.com. Stay tuned to FYI Weekly for more happenings on the town.
Welcome back. The City of Greensboro has more than 20 departments and several divisions committed to serving you, our residents and visitors. Let's go behind the scenes in our department spotlight. The Vance Chavis Branch Library invites the community to join the fun at a free block party for the entire family. The party will take place from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturday, July 29th. The library is located at 900 South Benbow Road. Created as a way to bring the neighborhood together and build connections, Vance Chavis staff plan to make this an annual event. DJ Reggie Reg will be spinning the tunes and the Spin Man will be spinning the basketballs. There will be games, crafts, and activities for children, as well as music, snacks, and giveaways. Community organizations will be on hand to share information about their services, and staff will offer library card signups. Parking at Vance Chavis will be limited, but extra parking will be available at the Windsor Recreation Center. For more information about library events and resources, visit the library's website. Straight ahead on the other side of the break is this week's Way to Go GSO shout out. Stay with us. As we draw to a close, we always want to end on a positive note with our Way to Go GSO shout out. This week's shout out goes to the Greensboro Cultural Center. The facility is open on the first Friday of the month from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., showcasing a variety of artistic talent and cultural experiences. From music, painting, and photography to sculptures and drama productions, the facility has something for everyone. Meet artists in residence and explore galleries such as the African American Atelier, Center for Visual Artists, Green Hill, North Carolina, and Guilford Native American Association Powwow. The Cultural Center is located at 200 North Davie Street. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly, but you can easily stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Alexa users can subscribe to our 5-minute flash briefings, which airs on 90.1 FM and 100.7 FM. Be sure to download both weekly podcasts, Talk City Greensboro and Connect GSO, plus GTN is streaming on Roku. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.